Let's learn about the first member of the grammar family, noun. A noun is a word used to express the name of a person, a place, time, an object, a material, a quality, or a feeling. Now let's examine the following sentences and verse the underlined words. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president of India. Katak stands on the river Mahanadi. The cat rolled on the grass. Gold is a precious metal. The computer has ceased to work. The BSF was called to control the communal riots in Delhi. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Greed, anger, and jealousy are the evils of society. Neon is noble gas. Working in the morning is good habit. The temperature rose up abruptly. Honesty is best policy. Here honest and policy are underlined. Underlined words are nouns. Morning shows the day. Morning is underlined. Early begin is half done. Love is immortal. Here morning, begin, love are underlined. These are nouns. So he covered me with much abuse. Abuse is underlined. I got a strong information. Mathematics is like a game for me. It is fault of it is no fault of the doctors. Here each of the underlined word is a noun. Now let's learn about pronoun. Pronoun is a word used for a noun. It is used in place of noun in a sentence. In case of need. To make the sentence beautiful, examine the following sentences. He wanted me to teach you. I love my mother very much. I met her on the road. It is good to forgive, best to forget. It, I, etc. are pronouns. This book is written by Fakir Mohan. This. I have called him for the party. We didn't go to Cuttack last week. You talk too much. They didn't come to my party. They didn't come to my party. They, you, we, I, this are pronouns because they stand for the noun. Both of us are stupid. Hari gave them sweets. Hari loves each of us. I have covered every lesson. I have done this work myself. Do this work yourself. The climate at Puri is like that of Mumbai. They managed to arrange shelter for themselves. The insect made its a feet for flying. Each of the underlined words is a pronoun. Who, what, where is Gopal? Whom do you want? Which book is yours? Each of the underlined words is a pronoun as each of these words stand for noun to make the sentence beautiful. Now let's learn about the term verb. A verb is a word used to say something about some person, a place or thing. It suggests an action done regularly or being done in the present or suggests a state or habit. Examine the following sentences. Kolkata is a city where money lives. I ate rice. Kuni is watching TV. Is and watching. Reena is cooking food. Manoj is cunning. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The underlined words watching, cooking, is, rises, sets are verbs. Dances is also a verb. Each of the underlined words in these sentences are verbs. Muna dances. Muna dances. Dances is the verb. Similarly, Kuni wanted to meet Kuna. I think you are right. We enjoyed ourselves. I heard that Rishi is dead. Suppose I am a cow. I feel chilled. He said that he is unhappy. Our teacher described the story. Kuni suggested a plan. Suggested where was will is where who is or are unhappy. What will happen? They were lost. Hari was lost. You may go now. You can go by yourself. I am happy. Each of these underlined words is a verb. Verb shows some action done in the sentence. So it is the doing word of the sentence. Another member is Miss Adjective. An adjective is a word that is used to qualify a noun or pronoun. It adds something to the meaning of a noun or pronoun. Examine the following sentences. It is a rainy day or it is a sunny day. Trupti Park is full of beautiful flowers. Word beautiful is adjective. The cow is white. White is the term adjective. It speaks more about the cow. What is the color of the cow? It means it was. Coal is called as the black diamond. Geeta has curly black hair. Curly black. These are adjectives. Sridevi was a beautiful actress. Saroj is a tall boy. I made a silly mistake. Silly is the adjective. Reena is an intelligent girl. Rana Pratap was a brave king. Brave is the adjective. Mother Teresa served the sick people in the slum. The word sick speaks more about people. I made a silly mistake. Reena is an intelligent girl. Rana Pratap was a brave king. Mother Teresa served the slum areas. Rani wore a red sari. Red is the adjective that speaks more about the sari. It was dark night. It speaks more about night. It was a sunny day. We are proud of the rich heritage of our country. Proud. The word proud of. He was an odd looking, tall, young black Indian boy. I saw a round faced woman. She had little money. He has few books. Hari has a few books. Mita has a little money. Many a man was defeated. Many men were defeated. Many a young man was served this country. All these underlined words are adjectives. He is better poet than a novelist. Better is an adjective of comparison. She is a good or better or best lady. I will give you much better gift. Much better, these are adjectives. Her charming face attracts all. Her charming face, charming. A many boys were playing in the field. Hari is the eldest member of his family and oldest person of this village. Each of the underlined words is an adjective. An adjective speaks more about the noun or pronoun. It's more. Another term is adverb. An adverb is a word used to modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. An adverb describes how the action is done and shows how it modifies or adds something to the meaning of the verb, an adjective, or an adverb. Let's examine the following sentences. The driver of the vehicle was seriously injured. It's seriously is the adverb. Mita sings very well. Very well. Sings well. Geeta works slowly. Slowly is the adverb. Manoj comes always on time. Always is the adverb. The deer ran very fast. Very fast. Sees very well. Hari comes here normally in the morning. Normally is the adverb. You are absolutely right. Absolutely modifies the term right and it is adverb. I am extremely happy. Drive slow. Nita was done fairly well in the examination. He has just arrived. Geeta is probably ill. All the underlined words are adverbs because they speak more about the verb. Another member of the grammar family is preposition. Preposition is associated to the noun. A preposition is a word that is usually placed before a noun or a pronoun to indicate some relation between the noun or pronoun and some other remaining parts of the sentence. Examine the following sentences. Meeta sat on the chair kept under the tree on and under. My uncle lives in UK. In is a preposition. On, under, in are prepositions. The school begins at 10 am. At is the preposition. The house is on fire. She went to Qatar. The new session begins in April. In, on, to, at are prepositions. He came here on Monday. On is the preposition. India got freedom on 15th August 1947. My brother lives in a village. I watched TV. My brother lives in a village. I watched the movie on TV. On, in are prepositions. The woman trembled in fear. The game changed in 5 minutes. In is the preposition. So each of the underlined words in these sentences are prepositions. Kindly wait for a minute. For is the preposition. Harry lives on the first floor. On is the preposition. He gave sweets to the children. To is the preposition. I have been working here since 10 o'clock in the morning. The word since is the preposition. He went into the house. Into is the preposition. So each of the underlined words in the sentences are prepositions. 3 lies between 2 and 4. Between is the preposition. The bird flew over our heads. Over is the preposition. Similarly, don't look about during the examination. Look about during. These are preposition. India will play against Australia. Against is the preposition. So prepositions are placed before noun and pronoun to show its relation with other parts. Conjunction is another member of the grammar family. A conjunction is a word used to join words or groups of words in a sentence. Examine the following sentences. While going to school, Gita fell down on the road. While joins the sentences. Gita was going to school. Gita fell down on the road. So while joined these sentences, Gita was going to school and she fell down on the road to form a compound sentence. So conjunction combine two parts of a sentence together. Sita and Gita went to the market, but Meeta remained at home. Here the word and is a conjunction which combines two sentences. Sita went to the market, Gita went to the market. And made the sentence Sita and Gita went to the market. The word but is another conjunction which joined Sita and Gita went to the market with Meeta remained at home. So but is another conjunction. Start early, otherwise you will be late. The word otherwise combine two sentences. Start early and you will be late. The birds come back to their nests when the sun sets. The here conjunction is the word when. I was cooking when he entered the house. Here when is the conjunction. We have to reach there before it gets dark. Before is the conjunction. So conjunction combines two parts of a sentence to form a compound sentence. Hari worked hard and passed the examination. Here and is the conjunction. Although it is hard to achieve, it is not impossible. Here although is the conjunction which combines the sentences. It is hard to achieve and it is not impossible. She thanked God for getting a good job. Here for is the conjunction. The police arrested Hari as he stole my purse. Here as is the conjunction. Each of the underlined word in the said sentences is a conjunction. Another member is of the grammar family is the interjection. Interjection, as I told, is a word used to express some sudden feelings of emotion. It is used to express sudden feelings of emotion. In a sentence, examine the following sentences. Hurrah, we have won the match. Bravo, you have done very well. Hurrah and bravo are interjections. Similarly, consider the sentences. Oh my God, help me. Who? Stop that. Hey Rita, what do you think? Oh, who, hey are interjections. These are used to express sudden feelings. Similarly, wow, you can come up. Alas, he died. Eureka! Here the words Allah, wow, alas, Eureka are interjections because these are words expressing certain feelings of emotion. Thus, the words oh, hurrah, alas, wow, who, whus, fi, who, etc. are known as interjections.